Welcome to day 11 of the How to Make Money Online 30-day challenge. I can't believe we're at day 11. That's pretty crazy. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is virtual assistants. So, we're going to go over an overview of what a virtual assistant is, what they do, some basic tasks, some common questions, some qualifications. We're going to go everything from A to Z to get you to figure, to get you everything you need to know about what it takes to become a virtual assistant, what websites are the best that work for applying to be a virtual assistant and getting your skills out there so you can be as successful as possible. So, all right, let's get started. So, becoming a virtual assistant is definitely a great way to leverage your skills, whatever that is, and it allows you to work remotely. So, as a VA, what you're going to do primarily, hey, Sweetums, thank you so much for joining. Good to have you here. So, I was just getting to the beginning spiel, the beginning kind of talk and the overview about a VA, otherwise known as a virtual assistant. So, hey, Michael, how you doing? Good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh out of disrespect. I was like excited to see you, so I was happy to see you, so early on in the live. Good, good. How are you doing? Yeah, it's good to see you. So we're talking about virtual assistants. So awesome. All right. Cool. Great. Okay. Hey, Damien, how you doing? Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for coming in. All right. So today we're going to be talking about virtual assistants, you guys. And basically, you can pretty much use I'll refer to it as a virtual assistant and or VA. So so we'll do virtual assistant or VA. Awesome. Yeah, doing great, guys. Both of you doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, it's actually, you know what, before we dive into this, yeah, it's here in the States where I am, in Colorado, it's like it's pretty warm today, but yeah, we got some wind. We got some wind out here, so but definitely can't complain. Doing well. Doing well over here. So yeah, I decided to do the live a little bit earlier. Just kind of works out, for the personal schedule kind of thing. So um, I'm so happy to see you guys on here. Okay, so I'll kind of start over. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna talk about just being a virtual assistant, what that means. You're gonna hear me say VA versus virtual assistant. So it's the same thing, intertwined, same exact thing. But it's a great way to leverage your skills and your work remotely. So I think since the big, a couple years ago, change, kind of happened. Like I thought I muted I put my phone in do not disturb and I just got a call. I guess that didn't work. Hold on one sec, guys. But it didn't stop me from the live this time. Remember last time? Remember yesterday when I got a call and everything went black? Yeah, that was pretty great. I don't know. I put it at do not disturb, but a call still came through. So I think it's still ticking away, right? Can you guys see me and hear me? I just want to make sure it's still working. Cool. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, sounds good. Okay. All right. So sorry, we're gonna like start for the third time. It's all good. That's what happens when you're live, right? We say it all the time. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, all right, cool. And I got the lemon and honey. Just kidding. We even went to the store and I forgot the lemon. I forgot the lemon. I can't believe I forgot the lemon. Seriously, like, I'm just gonna have to just tough it out. I mean, I feel like I'm good when I'm not like talking for long periods of time, but it's all good. It's all good. So okay, so like as a VA, you can provide like administrative support assistance, you can provide technical or creative support to any various kind of niches that might need assistance. So basically what it is in a sense is, imagine, if you're in an office and you have some sort of a person who's like an executive, or it doesn't even have to be an executive, just, a manager, and they have like an assistant. So you're basically kind of doing tasks and running, not necessarily running errands, but because it's all virtual, but you're kind of helping them out in any way you possibly can. So basically, you perform the tasks remotely that an assistant in person would handle. I just like that was the most roundabout way to say that simple sentence. Yep, yep, exactly, Sweetums. Yeah, so basically, someone works remotely for you. Yep, absolutely. So, and the really cool part about this is they definitely have to don't they definitely don't need to be obviously in the same state, in the same country. It can really be anywhere in the world. So that's really the beauty of having a virtual assistant, to be able to support and to assist you and get some of your, I guess, some of your more mundane or your kind of your tedious tasks done for you. So it's really just somebody helping you out and getting the little kind of stuff done that takes up your time, so you can focus on either more important things, or maybe content creation or what have you. So here's just a kind of like a super quick rundown of some of the common tasks that a VA would help with, and these are definitely like not the entire list by any means, but you got email management, so going through emails, replying to emails, that kind of thing, setting out of office, all that good stuff. Scheduling your appointments and calendar management. And then data entry. This is a big one, data entry. So dealing with spreadsheets, working with, if you have some sort of any kind of spreadsheet or data that you may need to be import or export, or maybe they're like an accounting VA, so basically doing your books, or like a bookkeeper. That's also an example. Social media management is actually where that I've seen it the most recently, is really outsourcing the management and the basically the handling of your everyday social media accounts. So scheduling your post, actually posting. Um, it doesn't necessarily mean that they fully take over and they come up with the creative side of the content, but they could too. You could always have somebody do that as well, in addition to posting and all that. So, and then finally, customer service. So really, in addition to answering emails, maybe answering, if you have a store like an e-commerce store, they can do the customer service side of things, answer inquiries, talk to customers, that kind of thing, get refunds or whatever the case may be. So really, it's any task that you could think of, and that would be a good job for a VA. Have you guys heard of like anybody that's used VAs before out there? I think really like the VA is really big for like in our kind of little world, in our space, about like making money online. It's really big, I think, in drop shipping, just because you want to have somebody who can fulfill your orders, do the customer service side of things. Nice. I just even though that was a troll, that is a true statement. So okay, I'll take it. All right. Yeah, yeah, definitely Sweetum. So, yep. So, thankfully, a virtual assistant, in a sense, could be like an AI bot, like kind of like a different version of a virtual assistant, but like a real kind of true virtual assistant is definitely somebody, like another human being who would help, kind of help you do your kind of more mundane tasks. So, oh, awesome, Damon. You did use a VA in the past. Cool. Right on. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm trying to think. I didn't use a VA, but I did use so on Fiverr when I was doing drop shipping like 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. I did use I definitely outsourced like video creation for my Facebook ads. And in order to, so it wasn't exactly a VA, it wasn't a virtual assistant, but it was more like outsourcing the creation of videos. So yeah, so Sweetums asked, where do you hire one? So the top two places to go hire one is, in my opinion, is either Upwork or Fiverr. And the reason is because that they have such a wide range of, excuse me, not just like niches, but categories, and the different things that virtual assistants can do, as far as you can filter. And I'm gonna flip the camera around here in a moment. We're gonna go through and we're gonna take a look. We'll take a look at Fiverr and then we'll just kind of look around, and that way you guys can see it kind of like in real time. Yep, awesome. Okay, cool, Damon. So you got your VA from Fiverr too. I mean, without going into obviously like crazy detail, did you have like pretty good like experience, a pretty good experience with it, like pretty good luck with the VA, everything from, finding one to negotiating the price to making sure that whatever your ask was clear? Did you kind of have a good experience with that? I'm just curious. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we were working since he got my attention because he always asked me, "Oh, nice. Okay, cool." So you guys kind of work together, right on, about different little things as far as like projects go. That's cool that you're able to kind of leverage somebody else and they were able to kind of like work with you and you're both able to help each other. That's cool. That's really cool. Because I think, as easy as it kind of sounds, as far as like, kind of actually finding somebody to do the work, I think there's a lot that goes into that as far as you want to make sure that the work is consistent. The work is as far as up to par with like the level, the quality of work that you're expecting, depending on what you're asking somebody to do. And obviously, as you can imagine, as the skill gets more complex and more expert level, obviously the charge and the rate is going to go up dramatically depending on. So, like if you're talking about somebody for data entry, you're looking at probably maybe a couple bucks an hour kind of thing to pay somebody. But if you're looking at video editing, you could potentially be looking at 50, 7,500 bucks an hour. I mean, I'm just kind of ballparking, but you can kind of see the level, like the amount that the charge, the VA is going to charge, or the outsourcing individual is going to charge based on the task or what you're actually asking them to do. The specialty is gonna the range is gonna like be drastically different depending on what the skill is. So, oh, that's cool. He's actually interested in my business, so I found only one person like him. That's why I love to give him some tests. That is perfect. That's awesome. Once you have a person like that, man, definitely like hold on to them. And as long as they do a great job and the communication is great, and you guys, you're on the same page as far as like, you know, payment and okay, you have whatever the payment is as far as what you're gonna offer them, and they do good work. I mean, that's all you can ask for. Because I've heard some pretty horror stories about, you thought you found somebody, and this is like when I was doing blogging. You thought you found somebody, or just in general, and people would say, all right, well, I'll give you, for an article, blog article that's about maybe 1,200 to 1,500 words, I'll do it for like 20, 25 bucks. And then the content creator would get it back, and it was like the grammar wasn't all too well put together. It was kind of choppy. It wasn't on topic exactly. It was a lot of like keyword filler words. So the quality wasn't there. I mean, sure, they spit it out fairly quickly, but the quality wasn't there. So that's an example of trying to find a VA to do something that is actually, I mean, is in terms of being a blogger, is pretty crucial to your success as far as creating blog articles. So, hey, Kusasi, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Great to have you here. Welcome in. We're just kind of chatting about VAs, virtual assistants, and kind of, Damien was just sharing his experiences about a VA that he works with. So, okay, so I'm just gonna get through this little overview real quick, and then we'll dive into Fiverr because I know um, we're on day 11, you guys, and I'm sure it's getting pretty boring just staring at me talking about this crap. So I'll try to hurry up, and we'll go over to Fiverr. I'll flip around the screen. So, okay, so we talked about the common tasks. So some of the general, like the key skills that you kind of want for a VA to have, regardless of what the actual topic is, or the ask that you want them to do would be strong communication skills. We all want communication skills, right? I mean, to be able to talk to somebody and be, have them understand us, and we understand them. Time management is another thing that you can't teach somebody. I mean, that's something that you either have it, I think, or you don't, in my opinion. Organizational skills. So how organized are they? That kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, you're right, Dame. So places in Fiverr have a lot of people based in India or something like that, where they don't speak English very well. So it's quite hard to find someone who's actually capable of providing result. Yeah, I think I don't know for sure, and we're gonna dig around in here, but do you know if you can actually search like the source location where somebody's from? Does it give you like this sort by the like physical location of somebody? Or can you not? Is that more like a privacy thing? So you can't really do that. Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. Yeah, and some of the yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, Krusasi. Do you speak on the phone with the person, or is it all through like the Fiverr app or the website? Hey Star, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey, no, we're actually so nobody's actually looking for a VA. We're just talking about what a VA is. So yeah, you're part of the 30-day challenge here, how to make money online. So definitely stick around if you'd like to learn more about VAs. We'd love to have you here. So just hang out and chat with us. Okay, cool. So you got to keep everything within the app itself. So that makes sense because Fiverr probably doesn't want you like wiring money or that kind of thing, just in the chance that you might get scammed or that kind of thing, or you might lose your money, or you're doing a wire transfer and your money's gone. That makes sense to keep everything within the app, keep it organized, but also at the same time, I think that's really important for in terms of somebody to for example, if you're maybe potentially receiving threats or that kind of thing. So you want to make sure that everything is tracked, not just in a legal sense, but also in like a safety kind of sense. Hey, Dragon Rider, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. How you doing? How you guys doing? Yes. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Damien? 20 today? We'll see if we can do 20. That'd be awesome. I don't know that these lives have ever gotten 20 likes. I think we capped out at like 14 or like maybe 16 likes, I think. So we're on day 11. So let's see if we can get maybe we can get 20 likes on day 11. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Nice. You got 11 Sweetums? Okay, so I only see 10 on my end. Do you guys see 10 or 11? Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to keep going while we kind of work on that. That's awesome. 18 minutes in, you guys, 18 and a half in. So, okay. So, another key skill that we definitely want to have in a VA is, proficiency in like relevant software. So, whether that's Microsoft Office, Google Workspace, anything that has to do with like data entry skills or the specific tasks that you're asking them to do, you really want to be very, very specific about, okay, when you're trying to hire a VA, you want to make sure that you specifically mention these are the tools that you're going to be using and that you need to use and you need to be proficient in, just to make sure that you go on the same page. So and then we kind of go into like optional certifications, which to be honest, I don't really think that that's necessary. um, but as far as having an idea of how to be a VA and kind of the interaction and the communication, maybe most importantly, I think. Yeah, Dragon Rider. That's a good question. So is this discussion about how to hire a VA or how to become one? Um, so really, I think it's actually a little bit of both, to be completely honest. Yep. So we're just talking about the virtual assistant as a business model that you can use as kind of like a side hustle. So becoming one, but also, you know, obviously like Damien, anybody out there, if you have experiences that you can share about, utilizing a VA, I think that's also helpful in in a direct correlation of becoming one yourself. So you can kind of know like kind of how it works. So yeah, I love tackling it from kind of both angles. So definitely. Okay, so I want you guys to chime in if you think that these are wrong. So we're going to talk about the highest paying niches. And so remember these, I mean, this stuff is kind of like from all over. I pulled it from research all over. So it's definitely in no particular order. And I'm sure that there's more niches that I don't mention. But yep, yep, we're making money. So we need to, so we may need one too. That's right. That's it. We're looking for VAs out there. So, all right, Kusasi says, do you need specific qualifications other than communication skills? Yeah, so I would say, as far as like communication for sure, but like, um, time management, I think is a big one because so Kusasi, to kind of answer your question, obviously communication skills is probably number one. And then I would say time management because you don't want someone that's going to kind of like drag along and just, kind of sit there and just sit on the work that they're supposed to be doing to kind of stretch it out to, in essence, get paid more for doing less work. So you want to make sure you have good time management skills as a VA, as well as good organizational skills. So yeah, Star, definitely. If you've been an assistant like in real life, like in person or whatever, I mean, seriously, like you're already leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. Seriously, because if you've done it and you know what it takes to be an assistant, it's really no different except for getting over a little bit of a learning curve for like, you know, going through and finding people or having people find you and then being very clear about what your skill sets are. Yeah, definitely. Damon says you can't do something you weren't tested by the platform. So, because I actually haven't ever tried to sign up as a VA myself. Do you know, Damon, do they, when you're trying to be a VA, do they kind of give you like tests to make sure that you're proficient in certain types of um, like tasks or programs or that kind of thing? Thank you, Sweetums. Appreciate it. So, Dragon Rider, so what types of services are people searching for a VA? Absolutely. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're just talking about becoming a VA and also finding a VA, a virtual assistant. So this is part of a 30-day Make Money Online challenge. So we're so happy you're here. Definitely stick around, hang out, and if you want to learn about virtual assistants, definitely you're in the right place. So thank you for joining. Yeah, so before I forget about Dragon Rider's question, so um, for the skills, are definitely like as far as like data entry goes, I've seen video editing, photo creation as far as like thumbnails. I've seen for just mainly that's mainly for like social media. I've seen like bookkeeping, like accounting type, that kind of thing. So those are kind of some of the basic ones, Dragon Rider, for the types of services. Hey Star, so have you just, obviously you guys never have to get into extreme detail, but I'm just curious, like, so out of Upwork versus Fiverr, would you say that does it seem like either one of the other is a little easier to apply to become a VA, or what kind of roadblocks do you think you're running into? And do you know why you're running into certain roadblocks? Oh, cool. They do have tests to become a VA. That's important. I think that's really good. That's good. It seems that nobody get it seems that please nobody get offended that some foreign will do. Yeah, hey, you know what? It's all good. You know what, Star? I mean, we're all respectful here. It's all good. I mean, just as long as, everybody respects everybody, it's all good. No worries. So, yeah, so basically in the foreign countries, I know what you mean. So in the foreign countries, it's usually a cheaper rate, basically. Yeah, which is fair. I mean, yeah, yeah. So you, wherever you're located, you know, you're like, okay, well, I know I'm worth this much XYZ, and you put your rate on, and nobody wants to hire you for a job. That's kind of the sense, or kind of what I'm getting from you, Star? Is that correct? Okay, got it. So Upwork, you have a bidding system. Interesting. So what does that mean exactly, a bidding system? So is that basically, I mean, does that mean that different individuals are bidding for the services of virtual assistants? Is that what it is? Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You got to make ends meet. Absolutely. You have to, right? Especially if this is your personal situation where you're trying to find work online. You're right. I mean, I personally, in my research, personally, Fiverr and Upwork are the two largest platforms for either finding a VA or becoming a VA. So if you guys out there, if you know any others, definitely for sure, let us know in the chat. But yep, yeah, Sweetums is right. It's all good, you know. Yep, makes sense. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, yeah, that's totally understandable for sure. So the I think there's got to be some way, Star, just in general, like, and I know Damien kind of has some experience. It sounds like with Fiverr, but um, there's got to be something you can do to kind of set yourself aside, apart. I mean, apart to kind of like make yourself stand out in terms of not just the hourly rate. Hey, Denia, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so today we're actually talking about virtual assistants. So we have a 30-day challenge going on where we go live every single day for 30 days. So talking about a different business model to make money online. So, yep, today we're talking about virtual assistants. So if you have any questions surrounding being a VA or finding a VA, you're in the right place. Definitely hang on. We'd love to have you here. Just, obviously be respectful in the chat. Yeah, it's crazy. So Upwork, you have to have so many, I don't know what they call it, but oh, is it like Star? Is it like qualifications or like that kind of thing? Um, I, I I got you right. I mean, yeah. So what is the I mean, do you kind of have an idea of like, I know it's competitive and it's just, do you know Star like what I mean, and I apologize for asking the same question, but I'm just wondering, like, do you think there's something, a particular thing that's like an obstacle for you or stopping you, or is it just your rate? Do you feel like is normal for you, where you live, but it's too high for other people? We just want to try to see how we can help you. Cool. Okay, thanks, Star. Yeah. So Sweetums asks, can you advertise for being a VA in your local area like LinkedIn? Yeah, I don't honestly, I don't see why not. I don't see why you couldn't do that. I mean, if you already have a LinkedIn profile and you have a network and you kind of have people you're connected to, that is actually a really good idea to kind of reach out. Okay, so Star says I put $15, so Upwork takes their geez, Upwork takes 15%. Dang. Okay. So do we know out there like I meant to have this answer, so I apologize, but do we know how much Fiverr takes? Like how much of a cut a Fiverr is? So if Upwork is 15% of whatever the hourly rate is, can you bump, I mean, as far as being competitive, can you bump your rate and just make it to something, that's a little more livable? I mean, and maybe just, can you expand, maybe potentially expand your skills or expand maybe what you're able to do as far as that goes, or oh, they're called connections on Upwork. Okay. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. I did the $18. Okay. And are you just not getting any bites or like not getting any hits or interest for the $18? Is that what it is? Is that kind of the gist? Yeah, another website you might want to look at Star. I don't know if you've heard of Nextdoor, which is like a neighborhood social media kind of platform. That's more for like an extreme kind of local. It doesn't cost any money. You just basically connect, through your local neighborhood. Um, and then that way, maybe you could kind of put your feelers out there and see if anybody has anything more like on a local sense too. That might, because the more places that you kind of reach out and that you focus on, um, you might have a better shot. Okay, so you're on LinkedIn too. All right, that's good. What about, have you checked out like LinkedIn groups? LinkedIn has groups that are free that you can join and maybe further your networking, maybe in your specific area of expertise. Okay. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Damien. I actually haven't heard that one. So it says try people by hour too. Is that another kind of online, like in terms of finding work type website, Damien? People by hour. Okay. Awesome. No, see that's the beauty. Okay, cool. Perfect. So a lot of these don't have stuff in my area yet. Okay. So when you're on like Upwork or Fiverr, I mean, can you basically say, okay, these are my skills, this is my qualifications, and this is my hourly rate. I'm willing to accept clients from all over the globe. Or do you have to specifically state where you'll accept clients from, or can you whittle it down that way? Or as far as like, because I know Star, you said obviously, if someone's going to work for something, it's cheaper, or go find the cheaper rate. Can you just say, I don't want, um, anybody to reach out to me unless they're in, maybe like the United States or Canada or, something like that, like in North America or, okay. So you have multiple profiles on Fiverr. Okay. So can you advertise yourself for different skills as far as like what you can offer, or does it just have to be one individual skill? Okay, so Upwork you have to apply. There you go. Yeah, Damien's got some great advice. I mean, I know that's hard on the wallet and hard on the budget, but he's absolutely right. As far as like getting reviews, and I think even more so than the price or the dollar amount that you're trying to ask for, reviews is probably like the gold standard of, that gives people the know and the like and the trust factor as far as should I even go with you because other people have said you would do stellar work. So, oh, okay. Got it. So when you say you run out of connections and you have to pay for more, so what kind of connection are you paying for? As far as, is that more like to get your name out there to a wider audience, or you get new connections every month for free, I think up to 50. Okay, so what's a connection? Oh, okay. To apply for even a position. Okay. So Star, is this your gonna be your primary source of income is being a VA or trying to be an assistant? Do you have like another source of income like, a job or some other kind of source of steady income, or is this your only source of income right now or trying to be right now? You need minutes to even apply. Okay. So what about um and you've probably done this, so I apologize, but Star, what if you maybe shifted your focus to Fiverr? Is it the same kind of obstacles you're running into, or Oh, okay, understand. I'm sorry to hear about that. Okay, gotcha. Right on. Okay, so yeah, so you're definitely in a very tight situation, tight spot. So understand. Um, so you've it sounds like that you've explored Upwork like top to bottom, left to right. Have you done the same with Fiverr, or have you just kind of focused on Upwork in order to kind of get some traction? Thank you, Damien. I really appreciate it. We need some milk. Yeah, I'm sorry, Star. So you've done Fiverr in a while, felt really saturated, so I was overwhelmed making some profiles and ran. Okay. You know what? That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Fair enough. I think some of the suggestions that Sweetums and Damien have offered, definitely at the very least, maybe look into them and just kind of see. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, right? So I mean, if you're at that kind of stage where you're just really ready for like anything as long as it somewhat fits into your criteria. um I think it definitely doesn't hurt to reach out. I don't know if you have like Facebook. I mean, I know that's not the best for like job searching, but if you have maybe like a network on Facebook connections or whatever, maybe you can ask there too if anybody has anything that they might know, because that's more of like a personal connection for you. Yeah, that's a good point, Sweetums. So could you do that, Star, by kind of maybe could you, because I'm not really sure exactly how Fiverr or Upwork, like as far as being a VA work, but like is there a way that you could kind of maybe highlight, being an English speaker like Sweetums has mentioned, and just as far as like your education goes, could you highlight that stuff or? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I understand. I was just I was just thinking more along the lines of not necessarily like somebody offering you a job, but more like within your network or your connections or your friends, whoever you're connected to on Facebook. If anybody there knows of anything like, you know, locally or maybe even possibly remotely. So not necessarily taking a job through Facebook, but just more of like the networking side of it. I know that's tough though when it's all scams. You're like, really, this is crap, man. I hate that when you're trying to do something serious and you get nothing but just, you know, horrible, really spammy responses. And there's nothing that deflates you or makes you more like disheartened quicker than just getting flooded with a bunch of spam garbage. So when I was kind of doing my research, hey, hey, Prince, how you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. We really appreciate it. Hey, so we actually aren't like providing jobs. We're just talking about what it means to be a virtual assistant and how do you become one or how do you find one. So it's really just kind of like an educational kind of live stream, just sharing experiences and getting some knowledge. But you're more than welcome to stick around. I mean, we'd love to have you stick around and maybe you might pick up something, some tips or tricks. So yeah, no, Star, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, it doesn't take very much to really kind of like stick the dagger in and be like, this sucks. I mean, it's when you get burned in a sense, not even just literally burned, but like, burned, you just the trust level goes way down and it's difficult to kind of climb back up. So Yeah, hey Prince. So, we're just talking about Fiverr and Upwork. Those are the two places that we're talking about going to apply to be a VA. So Fiverr, I can put the link in. Okay. Oh, geez. So it's oh, you're welcome, Prince. No problem. Star. So it sounds like you basically just got ghosted in a sense, right? I mean, is that kind of right? You got. It sounded like it was going good. It was moving the right direction, and all of a sudden, nada. Right? I mean, just nothing. That stinks. That's horrible. I'm sorry that you're going through that. I mean, it's just obviously it's unfair and it's unprofessional to say the least. But unfortunately, it does happen. It's going to happen. It's not going to stop happening. So you just gotta you gotta try to be as strong as you possibly can. Get dig deep down for that motivation and the guidance, and just figure out. Got to remember why you're doing it. Whether it's for yourself, your family, your loved ones, whatever that is, just try to harness that bad power and that positivity for why are you doing this? Why do you want this to work so bad? Obviously, everybody has to pay bills, but trying to harness that positive, good feeling emotion, I think that might be able to help at least kind of keep you focused, if nothing else. After they scheduled the meeting call and it automated, I think the system made the call and everyone's off. Oh, gotcha. So it wasn't like a human being making the call. It was more of like an automated kind of process that made the call. Is there anybody you can reach out to possibly as far as trying to get a sense of what happened, like just checking in and being like, "Hey, what the heck happened?" I mean, I was here and this didn't go exactly like I thought. I mean, do you think is it too late to kind of check in to like follow up is what I mean? Right on. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Well, we all wish you good luck and hopefully things work out for the best and you know, if you need any kind of encouragement or uplifting or positive energy, stick around this group right here because we're building this community and we would love to help you in any way we possibly can. And I just want to actually let you know about this. We have a Facebook group that's free. I know what you're thinking. I feel the same way about Facebook, but it's just us. If you'd like to join it and kind of, it's public. It's a public group. If I can even type, so you're more than welcome to check it out. It's just kind of more of a way to get like kind of one on one, like a more intimate kind of, connection versus like, doing these lives or whatever. So, okay, gotcha. Yep, absolutely. That's right, Damien. You got it. Just us moneymakers. That's it. So, yeah, Star, we'd love to have you be a part of this community. So, we're definitely building it from the ground up, and it's something to where we're taking very seriously. I mean, the people that have been on these lives have been incredibly helpful, respectful, and just wonderful human beings. So, we're just putting together like an awesome team. Awesome. Thank you, Star. I really appreciate that very much. That's a good idea, Kusasi. Yeah, definitely. Kind of like have someone create an account and then be able to like vouch for your experience and what you can do. Okay. So it's like a basic IQ test. Okay. Got it. I think, you know what, to be honest, I mean, I do think that's a blessing and a curse in a sense. Like it's a curse in a sense for like, people that are really, really trying to get in there and for whatever reason, it's not working their way. But, to kind of weed out all the spam and stuff, I definitely understand that. So yeah, and then I mean to be honest, like, Damien, it's like Sweetums knows it's like it in the moral sense of things, that's I don't think that's wrong in any way, shape, or form. I mean, if you've worked with people and they can vouch for your reputation, your work ethic, and all that, then why not? I mean, that's sometimes, you know. You gotta ask, reach out to your family, friends, whatever it is, for support, right? I mean, so that's what it is. At least getting started. You need to get your foot in the door and kind of get started, get the ball rolling. However that happens, that's, however you can get that to happen, definitely is good. So, all right, so we're gonna kind of pivot into some of the highest paying niches. So, yep, that's right. Absolutely. Damien and Sweetums, you're both spot on. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Star. Definitely. I know there's people in this group that would love to help you out and just do is you just gotta kind of give them something like as far as you, I think you want to kind of start with like people that actually kind of know like what your skills are and what you can do, just to give you a more accurate review. Because I think if somebody's kind of going in like kind of blind and giving you a review, as long as they have the positive intent is fine. But you want someone to be very specific about your different skills and your work ethic and, your character traits. And, I mean, obviously they're good people in this community, but we don't really know anything about each other. So, I would just say like, in the very, very beginning, maybe just stick with people that, know you, but whatever we can do to help you, I mean, we've been more than happy to as far as, as best as anybody can, giving their best effort. So yeah, definitely. So when we're thinking about like, yeah, sorry, Sweetums. I saw your comment, but I read it in my head. So yeah, that's how you built up reviews for Etsy. Definitely. Yeah. Family and friends bought items and then left reviews for social proof. You have to do that. I mean, that's, to be honest, like, and I'm not just like saying this, that might be like some of the only way to do it, is if you're not getting sales for like an Etsy, or if you're not getting reviews for like on, a Fiverr and Upwork or another kind of work site that you're doing, um, then you have to get reviews somehow, right? Because that's how you kind of move forward. So absolutely. Yeah, Star, you're moving in the right direction. You got to keep going. Absolutely. So, hey, everybody, thank you guys for joining. 21 people in here. Really appreciate you guys being here. This is a 30-day challenge, how to make money online. So, every day for 30 days, we're going live. And today we're talking about virtual assistants or VAs. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. Feel free to stick around. We'd love to have you. So we're going to talk about the highest paying niches as far as a VA is considered. And these are in no particular order. And there's obviously more, but so executive assistant, supporting top executives, that's one of them. Real estate assistants, if you happen to have that. Managing listings, coordinating showings, and so forth. E-commerce assistant, product listing, inventory management, customer service. Marketing assistants, which is social media management and email marketing. And finally, tech support. So IT assistance, website maintenance, hosting questions, that kind of thing, setting up a website, setting up, anything in an IT environment. So yeah, those are definitely some high paying niches. And I think you can, depending on your level of experience or your years of experience, you can absolutely command more money in terms of your level of experience that you have. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna look at my notes real quick. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So, okay, so we're going to talk about the benefits of specializing. So, specializing in terms of, specializing in different, you know, kind of tasks and things like that. So, if you can specialize in your whatever your expertise level is or expertise realm is, you can definitely command higher rates. so you get paid more, so you have a higher profit margin. There's an increased demand. There's an increased demand um, for your services, and people will come to you and really want to seek out your work. Um, and then it's easier to market yourself, especially if you're specializing in very specific kind of little subtopics. So those are kind of some things to think about. So when you're setting your rate, so here's kind of a little breakdown of average rates. So mind you, this isn't don't take this as concrete, or this is just kind of like average. So beginner VAs can charge, you know it says between like 15 to 25 bucks an hour, depending on what the actual skill is. Experienced VAs, 30 to $50 an hour, and specialized VAs is 50 plus. So I know that that's like a wide range, and it really depends on what the skill is and what you're actually promoting as far as like what you can do. So what you're able to, what you're specialized in. So, and we kind of talked about this a little bit. So, factors that include like influence rates. So, these are the different factors. The experience level. So, how long have you been doing this? Yeah, so a specialized VA would definitely be somebody who specializes in just, one single solitary um, skill. So let's just say, for example, you're like really, really awesome at video editing and you've been doing it for like 20 or 30 years, or like audio editing, or you're like an audio engineer, that kind of thing. So that would be a specialized VA. So somebody they don't touch on a bunch of different topics, they're just focused on one specific topic that they got really, really good at. That was a good question, Kusasi. Yeah, medical too, definitely, because that's something that is very unique in a sense. So if you have the medical skills and you have um, the medical experience, whatever that means, I'm sure you can definitely command a higher rate. So look at that, Damon. You're putting out the positive vibes, man. We're up to 16 likes. That's awesome. I think that might be the most for any of these live streams. So since we're on day 11, I think in the first 11 days, that's the most likes. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Okay. Oh, you see 17? That's weird. I only see 16 on my side. That's okay. I mean, it's 16 within like the app itself, within the YouTube app. That's okay. No worries. Maybe it's one down for whatever reason. So, hey, we'll take it. If it's 17, we'll take it. So, okay. So, kind of along the lines of, setting your rates. Oh, you see 13? Really? 13 likes? Dang, we all see different numbers. All right. Sweetum sees 13, Damien sees 17, and I see 16. Hey, it's all good. You know what? It's all good. It's cool. So, some of the factors that definitely could influence the rates to be, obviously higher or lower. So, experience level, we kind of talked about that. So, your level of experience, how many years of experience? Yep, that's right. That's people. Yep. What your niche is, your niche specialization. And we kind of talked about some of the more top paying niches earlier. Um, Nice. Okay, 17. Cool. Awesome. Thank you guys for keeping me updated. For some reason, it still says 17 on my side, but that's all good. And then, of course, the complexity of the task. I think those all kind of go hand in hand. So you have niche specialization, complexity of task, but then also experience level. So those kind of all kind of go together. I think they all kind of merge together and to form what the factors would be to where you kind of set your rates, which I think is cool. I mean, that's fair. Okay. Hey, Zarek, is that how you pronounce your name? I apologize if I got that wrong. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Hey, do you guys know each other? Damien? That's awesome if you do. That's cool. Raul, how you doing? So good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Damien. Thank you for sharing this channel. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys very much for being here. So, all right, we're talking about VAs, virtual assistants, how to not only become one, but also we're talking about our experiences together with, the different, experiences, using them, finding them, but also, becoming one. So awesome. Thank you. So, yeah, real quick for you guys that are new. So, we're in the middle, almost in the middle of a 30-day challenge, how to make money online. So, we're going live for 30 days, and every day is a different topic on how to make money online. So, today you guys hit day number 11, which is virtual assistant. So, yesterday, what did we talk about yesterday? Oh, stock photography. So, we talked about stock photography yesterday, and then coming up tomorrow, we're going to talk about social media management. So, yeah, definitely, guys. Keep your eyes open for that. And if you are subscribed, if you want to know when we're going live, just make sure to kind of hit that notification bell so you can kind of be alerted. So, and just remember, all these lives are going to be online, so they're always going to be on. So if you need to watch a replay, that's totally cool. I really appreciate the support. So, yep, yep, Damien. So tomorrow, social media management. Yep, Raul, great to have you. Excellent. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate you being here. I mean, we're trying to build this community together and just help one another. And so, oh, nice Dragon Rider. Yeah, so I haven't heard of Fancy Hands or Belay. Have you guys, any of you guys out there, have you heard of those sites? Excuse me. Oh, Fancy Hands is gone. Okay. Okay. So those are the same kind of sites like a Fiverr or like an Upwork. That's crazy. It's crazy how they have so many of these sites. I mean, it's good, right? Because you have a lot more opportunities as far as to kind of, you know, be able to kind of spread out, your feelers and try to score, or find these different clients. Right on. Okay, so while we're kind of like on the topic of finding clients, so the different platforms and the different websites. So we're a lot of these we've mentioned before. So yeah, 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 no problem, Star. Raul, that's so cool. Thank you. Genuinely, I really appreciate that very much. Yeah, I don't know how you found us, if it was through like the YouTube Shorts feed, but that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance. I really appreciate it. So, Raul, if you look on the channel, so like once the live is done, if you go to like the main channel page and then click on live, you can see all the past lives that we've done in order, the days. And in the title and on the thumbnail, it says what the topic is. But besides that, we have like, I don't know, it's something like over 200 videos, I think, about different topics on how to make money online. So we talk a lot about affiliate marketing, graphic design, side hustles. We talk about blogging and what else, Sweetums? I think I'm missing some stuff, but there's a lot of stuff on here. So, yeah, definitely feel free to kind of look around and definitely let me know if you have any questions. For you guys that are new, we do have a Facebook group that's free. We're trying to kind of get the word out there just so we can build it. It's free, it's public, it's just us, so it's not like some spammy cheap thing. I mean, it's just us. So if you want to stop in there and if you want to join, that'd be awesome. I'd be honored if you guys join and check it out. That way, it's a little easier to kind of communicate, I think, one on one. So, yes. Thank you, Sweetums. Print on demand as well. Thank you so much. I forgot about that. Perfect. Thank you, Raul. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna move on to okay, so the platforms we talked about. So Upwork, Fiverr, we've talked about those a lot. So thank you, Damien. I genuinely appreciate that very much. Thank you. Yeah, Dragon Rider. It's funny because some of those I was just about to say, freelancer and belay and time. Those are all on this my research list right here. But yeah, so Guru, freelancer, flex jobs. Um, and those all specialize in VA work are Belay Solutions. Yep, Magic, Prelato, and is that is that Wood Bows? Okay, got it. No, honestly, I think the more opportunity and the more websites that an individual tries to apply for or actually goes on, kind of digs around and kind of sees if it might be a good fit for you as an individual looking for work. I mean, definitely the more you can kind of get your hands out there, the better. So, oh, that's awesome, Star. I never even would have thought about that Pinterest. That's so true, right? I mean, and that's kind of more of like, is that more like the social media side? So like creating pins, creating the titles, the descriptions, the SEO, that kind of thing. There we go. Dragon Rider's got a good point. So yeah, if you feel like you can fit into that, um, into the Pinterest kind of ecosystem, Star, definitely. I mean, I love Pinterest, honestly. Like to me, it's it's very it just feels like simple and easy. Like the navigation is very simple and easy, and it's very pleasing to the eyes because you have these really high quality graphics and the pins, and I just like it because to me there's like less negativity and less drama on Pinterest. Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, that's the beauty about everybody kind of having their own thing. I love it because some things work for some folks and some things work for other people. And um, the most important thing I think out of everything is that we try to help each other as much as we can, regardless of we all kind of have like different platforms that we like that have worked for us. But yeah, anytime we could share experiences, I think is a beautiful thing. That's true. Yeah, no, that's true, Star. Absolutely no drama because there's no communication, just pins. Yep. And Star, I think that's why I like it so much is because I know and see if you guys agree, like with Facebook, like in my personal opinion, it's negative, it's toxic because I think it's so easy to kind of like put on this facade of like having a flashy kind of lifestyle and I have this kind of car and this kind of money and all that kind of stuff. I know that that is prevalent everywhere, but specifically on Facebook, I feel like it's just running rampant, like all over the place. That's awesome. That's cool. I love it that when we hear that you find anybody, that anybody finds somebody that's a good human being, most importantly, that has the skills, they have the good communication skills, but also the good like technical skills to get the job done. That's like definitely um, you're finding a gem. And that's usually my experience been too as well, Soonams, like, hiring people from India, like, you know, the work ethic is second to none. It is just like the people that I've worked with. I can only speak for who I've worked with, but it's second to none. Just phenomenal human beings, very, very kind, and just very hard workers. Just want to get the job done and make sure that you're happy and you're satisfied and willing to put in the work and grind for whatever it is that you're asking. So that's been my personal experience. hopefully, you guys have had the same. I know it's hit or miss, but um, I just wanted to chime in and definitely say that I agree. I've had very similar experience, Sweetums. Definitely. So I wonder, like, what I was thinking? I know we kind of talked about LinkedIn a little bit. So what in terms of have you guys tried to get like feelers out there? Have you had any luck or any success as far as like getting any traction on LinkedIn to kind of find somebody to hire? Or have you noticed it's similar to Facebook to where it's like mostly scams and people trying to pull the wool over your eyes, that kind of thing? I'm just curious because I have actually haven't tried to find help or find support on LinkedIn. So I'm just curious if anybody has any experience with specifically LinkedIn and trying to source out some help. Yeah, that is true. That is true, Krisasi, definitely. Like, yeah, I would assume that too. That you would think it would be more professional and less like what's the word? Like not spammy, but less. I mean, LinkedIn as a whole was built on being more professional. So yeah, no, I agree. They do have the job marketplace, which is awesome, which is a super big help. Um, and I think there's a lot of resources too, not just groups, but resources to really kind of like upskill, like upskill your individual skills, whether you want to learn brand new skills or kind of like really kind of polish up what the skills you currently have or move to the next level. Yeah, Star, you're right. It is a good market for jobs for sure. Um, yeah, it's weird because you're kind of like you're building your what's it called? Like you're kind of building your network on LinkedIn similarly to like where you have friends on Facebook, but I know it's not the same, but I'm just thinking like you're kind of building a network on LinkedIn, but it's like business professionals who can vouch for your skills. And I know that when you create a profile on LinkedIn, you can add, a million and one skills and people can actually like validate or confirm that you actually have those skills and leave comments and stuff, which is, I think, invaluable to actually be able to validate, hey, I have these skills and you know that I can do XYZ, whatever it is. So that adds even more like credence and more integrity to the individual. So that just keeps, I think, bolstering up, you know, the reputation. So and I think that's what it's all about. And it doesn't matter what site you use. I think it's all about you want to build your reputation with your work ethic, with your integrity, and that comes in the form of reviews, whether it be like stars or word reviews or just people that are giving you kudos or basically just giving you like virtual pats on the back. Yeah, that's so true, Damon. So Facebook for business owners too. It has to be legit. I agree. I mean, it has to be, right? It can't be like, oh, yeah, this is just like we're gonna kind of fool around. So yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, that is so disheartening, Star. You've never not been scammed on Facebook when it comes to a job. So I think to be completely honest, I mean, you know how it goes. I mean, fool me once. I don't. I'm gonna butcher the saying, but basically, like, try it once, give them the benefit of the doubt, then you try it again, and you keep getting scammed. And it's like, okay, well, nobody would blame anybody for giving up as far as like jobs on Facebook. And I think it kind of makes sense. Maybe that's not the best place to look as far as like. In that sense, but maybe you kind of shift your focus over to LinkedIn, and that might be a little bit more suited to what you're trying to do. Oh, okay, damn it. So it costs $100 for like the Facebook business side of things. So you're actually buying in. Are you buying in to be a part of Facebook business like directory or list? Is that kind of what it is? Thank you, Sweetums. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. So, but I do agree as far as man, Star, two jobs, two jobs, years apart. That stings. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, it stings. That's a tough one. Oh, okay. Damon, so you're talking about Sales Navigator on LinkedIn. Okay. It's a subscription option for the business owners. Got it. Okay. On LinkedIn. Okay. Because I know there's like a premium version of LinkedIn, but I wasn't sure that may be separate from what you're talking about because it sounds like Sales Navigator is just for business owners and LinkedIn Premium maybe more of to give you more features if you're an individual. Mm. Okay, so that is that. Okay, okay, that's good to know, Damien. Yeah. And when they used to post a job opening on Facebook, one was for a flight attendant, and oh my goodness, are you serious, Star? Jeez. Yeah, just hearing that story alone, like I would stay far away from Facebook in terms of what, however, like you're getting approached or, some of these opportunities are kind of finding you. That sounds horrible. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Damien, no, no worries. Yep, I understand. Cool. So, in terms of like networking goes, here's just kind of some of the ideas that I was thinking. So, um, joining some different, like we talked about Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, that kind of thing. Joining like VA communities and forums, which is kind of the same thing. Like we talked about LinkedIn, Facebook, attending virtual networking events. That's kind of interesting. Sometimes you have to pay, sometimes you don't, and I think it's kind of hard to know if that is a scam in itself. But you would think if it's on LinkedIn, hopefully it wouldn't be a scam. Um, and then really kind of like leveraging your social media to like self promote yourself. So I think those are all really good points as far as like starting out your networking. Awesome. That's a great tip, Damien. Thank you very much. And the latest was just post I was listening and I lost my marketplace access. So not only did you get your identity stolen, Star, but you also got screwed out of money. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't blame you in any way, shape, or form. I mean that is just that's horrible. It just it really makes you kind of reassess like, geez, what kind of people are out there that are trying to just take advantage of other people? You're just trying to do the right thing and get on your feet and make a living for yourself and you get scammed. So in terms of like, tools for like VAs, so what are your guys' favorite tools as far as like, communicating and collaboration? Because I know like within Fiverr and Upwork, obviously you have to communicate within the actual app or the website, but like outside. So what do you guys like outside as far as like an outside tool for like communication or collaboration? What do you think works pretty well? Yep, I understand, Star. Don't give up. Don't give up hope. It's definitely going to happen when you least expect it. You got to keep your head up and you got to keep going. You got to keep trying. So I would say for me, probably Slack is pretty cool. I mean, it kind of reminds me, I think, of like a Discord. Um, Teams works pretty well. Zoom for like video calls, I mean, it's okay. Like the video quality is okay, but so for actual like chatting wise, I would say probably Teams and Slack are probably my top two favorite communication tools. So, what about you guys? Anybody have any preferences out there as far as like the communication tool? Oh, no worry, Kusasi. Yeah. So I was just wondering what you guys thought of as far as like what are your favorite tools for like communicating? For like, communication and collaboration. Because I know like Fiverr and Upwork, obviously you gotta go within the actual platform, but for the outside, So like for me, for sure, like Slack and Teams, I think kind of work the best for me. Okay, cool, Damien. So you like Discord? Awesome. That's cool. I think Slack is like, it seems like it's taken some, I don't know, like taken some of the inspiration from Discord, in my opinion, just based on like navigation, the way it looks. Yeah, Skype. Yep, Skype works too. I actually think I like Skype better than Zoom, to be honest. But I don't know how many people you can get on Skype versus Zoom. I think you can get up to like for a free version of Zoom. Is it like 30 people? I'm not sure. Maybe it's more. But I know that they cap it at like 30 minutes or 40 minutes or something. Right on. Cool. Yeah, those are great. Those are both great, Kusasi, definitely. What so as far as like, when we're kind of talking about, talk about like time management. So what about keeping yourself organized? Right on. So the courses you've used use Zoom and Facebook. Okay. Perfect. So like a Facebook group and then like Zoom, like a Zoom for a video call. So what about as far as like keeping yourself organized? Okay. So one tip on Skype, you can buy a subscription for calls and messages for very cheap. That's how I was able to find customers in the US and cold call them. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. So you buy your subscription through Skype. Okay. Got it. So, Damien, do you think have you tried and I'm just wondering, could you do like, WhatsApp in the same capability or features? Does it have the same features as Skype or no? Dragon Rider says Udemy has courses in training for virtual assistants. Nice for like 75 bucks. So I definitely think those would be like an interesting interest to look into for somebody. Yeah, with no, I think so. I definitely think so. In terms of maybe giving you kind of like the foundations, in terms of, okay, these are the basic skills that you might need. Um, Whether you're doing, data entry or that kind of thing, maybe give you some tips on like how to learn if you should kind of go after like these certifications possibly in order to kind of like, bolster, like improve your stance as far as like, your reputation and where you sit with other people. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. So WhatsApp is like kind of like a only calls WhatsApp. So it's just like app to app versus like actually calling a phone number with Skype. Okay, got it. No, that makes sense. Cool. Yeah, no, thanks for the clarity. I wasn't sure about that. If it was kind of the same or if it definitely sounds like it's a lot, it has a lot more features and it gives you a lot more capabilities Skype does. I swear, every time we join one of these live streams, I feel like the last live stream was like the one that was like the most action packed and like packed in with information, tips, tricks, all that stuff. But this one might be the best one yet as far as like giving each other advice. And we're only on day 11. I mean, we have how many days left do we have? 20? I think it's 20 days left. I'm like horrible at math. So we're going to July 12th. So, and we're on day 11. That's awesome. Wow, $10? That's it? For like calling for an entire month? 19. Thank you, Star. I really appreciate it. I can't do math. I really don't know how I passed. I don't think I did barely, but thank you. 19 days. Okay. Got it. Dang, 19 days left. Yeah, that makes sense. That all right. I need to put a disclaimer. Is horrible at math, but I can talk through other stuff. I just can't help you with math. Thank you so much, Damien. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I graduated. I graduated high school. That was like my accomplishment. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I know, night. So what does it say for you guys? So it finally says it looks like it says 17 for me, 17 likes. Does it say any more for you guys? We're all like all over the place, right? With how many it says for each of us. 18 likes. There we go. Two more. Thank you so much, Damien, for being the encouragement. I really appreciate it. 18. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Sweetums. Yeah, I don't know why. It only says 17 on mine. I'm not sure. And that's like live through the app. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it doesn't say anymore. But that's okay. It's all good. Okay. So I pulled up when I was doing my research, there's some different some of these are kind of like we've talked about them before, but I kind of want to go over some of these like a couple of these questions that are kind of like questions that have been asked through like Google. I found through Google when it comes to like just generally speaking about a virtual assistant. So if we've already covered these, I apologize, but we'll just go through them again like real quick. Um, okay, so one of the questions I'm just this is no particular order, so oh, you see 15, Zark? Okay, right on. I know that's crazy, right? It's all over the place. So, yeah, no problem, no worries. So, okay, so the first question I have here is, do I need any specific qualifications or certifications to become a virtual assistant? And so all these questions I got from Google, in terms of like pulling them from different sites about being a VA. So it says no specific qualifications are required, but training courses and certifications can definitely enhance your credibility. So we kind of talked about that, right? I mean, basically, the more training, the more experience you have, your credibility just goes up and up and up. And then in return, theoretically on paper, you can start commanding higher wages or a higher hourly amount. So yep. So that one's, an obvious one, right? Yeah. I know that's kind of a dumb question. So, we talked about what type of services can be offered, like email management, scheduling, data entry, social media management. Some of these are repeats that we've already talked about. Customer service. It says, where can I find a virtual assistant? We talked about that. Okay. So, how do I set my rates? Kusasi says, how do you know which are the legitimate courses that offer real certifications? So I would stick to the mainstream as far as that goes. Kusasi, I would stick to like the mainstream companies like just specifically in IT, there's like Microsoft. There's like a Microsoft course. You can go to Microsoft.com or like CompTIA. They have like some different IT courses. I definitely would not, in my opinion, I wouldn't take a course unless it's through like an official provider like a Microsoft or that type of thing, or like an Apple or like a Cisco or, one of those companies, just to make sure that you're not going to get scammed if you're going after a certification. So, yeah, just to be safe, just to protect yourself. So, Hey, Star, the light count forgot its adderall today because it's delayed. Yeah, that's all good, right? I don't know what the heck it's doing. It's acting like weird. It's kind of going around, but you know. So I honestly I don't think there's anything wrong, Kusasi, with Udemy. I mean, I definitely like I've used it before. Um, I just don't know like if they were able to provide like, and I don't mean this to sound like, an uneducated answer, but I don't know if they provide like a legitimate certification, like a Microsoft or like like what I mean is like a true certification from the company, like a Microsoft or like a CompTIA for IT or like Cisco or for networking, that kind of thing. So I mean, those are definitely great courses. I think on Udemy, Skillshare. I just don't know if you would get the actual credentials from the company itself. So like a Microsoft type thing or like an Apple or that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, do you know, can you, I mean, I actually haven't been on there, so I definitely don't want to like, overstep, but do you guys know, can you get like a legitimate Microsoft certification from Udemy? Can you, or, okay, right on. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure because I don't really kind of hang out on, some of those sites. But if you can, that's awesome. That's definitely cool then. If you can, absolutely. Because that just kind of widens the window for places where you can get certified. And the fact that they're definitely globally accepted, that makes it even more. So I mean, they're definitely like in the game for certification. So Allison gives free course with certificates. Oh, right on. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that one, Star. There's a bestseller virtual assistant course for 90. See, that sounds like a steal because when you think about courses, you think about, man, we're gonna pay a couple $100 or even a couple thousand. So I mean, something that's only like $94. Oh, nice. Okay. No, that's cool. That just shows like kind of how out of touch I am with those like getting certified and that kind of thing. But that's great news for anybody that's trying to seek a certification or a training or to seek some kind of, you know, actual like, paper certificate kind of thing, certification from the actual um, companies. That's cool because that's so much easier than going in like a testing center, that kind of thing. I have noticed though, like actually, um, through past jobs or whatever, they've had either Udemy accounts or like Skillshare accounts through like, kind of like an enterprise level. And like a lot of the training, it seems like it's definitely vetted. They don't just let any old content creator set up, and upload videos. I mean, it seems like they're pretty high level as far as like it's legitimate, it's honest info, and it's real, so you can't really get scammed, that kind of thing. Or at least that's kind of like my take. So, oh, really? That's cool. Okay. So you can still get a certificate for some courses, even if they're free. That's awesome. That's going to help a lot of people. Definitely. Sweetums, it's all good. Yeah. You do you. Whatever helps kind of, increase the skills and the experience and the knowledge. I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with, I mean, obviously continuing to learn is probably one of the most important things that any of us can do. So keep learning, keep grinding away, and keep really kind of, you know, getting down and trying to get as much information as you possibly can because that's the only way really to succeed is to keep learning and you're going to want to pivot as best you can and changing and stuff. So yeah, no, that's cool. I wonder if you can sort by free. I wonder, instead of like just going on there and saying like, okay, well, here's the ones that are paid. I wonder if you can sort or like filter by the free ones. That'd be pretty cool. That way you know for sure that you got something that's going to be free. Yeah, they sure are giving many of them away. Yeah. Oh, cool. That is so true. That statement, Sweetums, is invaluable and something I think a lot of people maybe forget or don't realize that, when you have these courses and you have access to them, if the info gets updated or changed slightly or improved, if you have lifetime access, you can always go back in and you can literally access the most updated information, rewatch not rewatch, but watch the new video or the updated videos. So I think that's a absolutely like just invaluable part of having a course, the fact that you have the availability to go back, and to keep rewatching it. Or if you're stuck on a specific part, you can actually rewatch and rewatch, that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Star, do you guys know? Anybody know? Is Udemy the one from multi colleges like Harvard? Do you guys know? Anybody have any idea? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, no, that's interesting though, Star. Like seriously, let us know if you find out what that answer is. I'm definitely curious. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kusasi, for posting. That's definitely going to help if anybody is interested for sure. Oh yeah, Coursera. I've heard of those guys too. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah. So Coursera is the one. Check this one. It's courses from colleges like Harvard and NYU. You can get a degree for free. Wow, that's nuts. That's crazy. Like some of that stuff is just bonkers. Like the fact that that's real, that you can actually do that and get an education that way, like online and remote. That is so cool, and not having to worry about, like, going in person to a physical building. I mean, I know sometimes, that's kind of, some people learn better in person, some people learn better, virtual, kinda like by themselves. So, to have the option, I think is really great for all kinds of different types of learners. Awesome. IT, I can relate to that, definitely. And those are the kind of things, like, anything in IT, computer science, those things that your listings are like even like anything social media, video editing, audio editing, that kind of thing, graphic design, those are all what I would personally consider like evergreen, um, you know, educational paths because those aren't going in, none of those are going to go anywhere as far as I'm concerned, especially like social media, it's just going to get more and more. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to, get a free Harvard. How about that? If there was only a little emoji of like a person with like a little graduation hat, you know. Yeah, thank you, Sar, very much. Every single suggestion is incredibly helpful to somebody, whether it be somebody here with us on the live or somebody watching the replay. Um, I keep the chat open and on like for the replays because it's invaluable. So in case somebody goes through and they read what we're saying and talking about, um, yes, absolutely. Every suggestion is beneficial. Yep. That's why they go there for the hat, right? For that little thing. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like, I kind of wondered, like, this is kind of like like a little off topic, but like, when people are doing these lives, like, I wonder how like the YouTube algorithm like picks it up, and then all of a sudden, you know, you look up and you have like 500, 5,000 people in your live. Like, I wonder how that happens. Like, just out of nowhere, does all these people like rush in? I have no idea. So I think actually the most that we've had here for our lives, when we're doing the challenges, maybe like at one time, maybe like 37, 38 people. And I'm like, I was celebrating that as an awesome victory, but I'm just curious. I'm actually genuinely just curious. Like, how does that happen? Like, where the number goes like, skyrockets, like shoots right up, you know? Yeah, that's true. That's true, Star. Yeah, it was always like intriguing to me. Like, how do you just all of a sudden, you know, have that's insane number? Like, you know, is it the algorithm, the right place, the right time, and they just push you and, you know, that kind of thing? Pretty crazy. Star, so you did your online the last 2 years uh, for educational opportunities. Yeah, absolutely. How do you think, how was that experience for you, Star, like doing it online? Like just overall, like as an experience, you know, versus not going like in person kind of thing. How was that for you? Did you, yep, absolutely, Sweetums, definitely. The algorithm gods just smile on you that day. Yep. I think honestly, I do think. I mean, if you have like a bazillion followers, I definitely think that obviously you have a better shot of getting like a ton. But like, yeah, I think it really is like for like smaller channels like us. I mean, it's definitely like super hit or miss, you know, which is all good because you know it's like, hey, you know, you want to build this up the right way and have people be a part of this community the right way. So we don't want just anybody kind of coming in and you know being disrespectful. You guys know. Yeah, no, Star, you got it right there. I mean, online school is such a game changer for a lot of people. Not just to not have to go there physically to work remotely, but also at the same time, different time schedules, you know, whether it be whatever you have going on in your personal life, um, you know, to kind of work around what you already have going on in your personal situation. I totally agree. Wow. That that is definitely that's a very, you know, kind of tricky, like kind of experience start. Definitely like, dang, 70-pound backpack. Yep. And attending 70%, 75% of your grade for attending. Dang. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, managing your time is, you're right, Star. I don't think it's something that is necessarily, I think you can teach like some fundamentals, like, hey, these are good in practice or like in theory for you to have as far as like time management. But I think you really kind of have to learn. I think it's a learning piece and like part of like an experience that you actually have to like, you know, not necessarily fail and fail and fail, but you have to really learn how to kind of, you know, kind of carve out what works for you in your personal situation. Because I think that what works for me might not work for you, and you know, it's going to be different no matter for each individual person, you know? Yes. Yes. Grant and Shirley, thank you guys so much for being here. I was hoping. I was like, all right, all right, all right. Are we doing it? Are we doing it early enough? Yes. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Welcome to day. Can you guys believe it's day 11? We're talking about virtual assistants, guys. No, you're good. You guys are good. Please don't apologize. You guys are good. I know that there is life and everything in between, all that stuff. So it's no problem at all. I'm just so happy that you guys made it. Yeah, no, Star, I totally agree with you. I mean, I'm the same. I kind of want to just kind of go, go, go in terms of like, I want to stay focused and I want to just kind of push through, you know? So I definitely have like I need to keep moving in a sense. Like I can't me too. I can't sit still and I need to keep pushing forward and not be stagnant, you know? So, man, Grand Shirley, you guys are getting the warm welcome here. That is awesome. That's the thing that I love though, seriously. Like, I mean, it's all about recognizing people, in this community that we're all building together, right? I mean, we're doing this from the ground up. So I love the fact that there's so much a respect, but also, care for one another as a human being. That's it. Human being. So thank you, Damien. I really appreciate that. Thank you. We're almost there. I see 18. I see 18 up there. I don't know what you guys see, but I see 18. I think mine's always back by like one or two or 10, something like that. So 19. Okay. All right. Right on. So we need to get some more people in here to get it up to 20. That's awesome. So yeah, no, but like kind of like Damien did with inviting a friend. Obviously you guys know I hate the salesy crap. Like I don't that's not who I am. I'm not like the pushy kind of person. I hate that garbage. But honestly, genuinely, if you know anybody that might kind of benefit and might want to hang out with us and be a part of this community, definitely for sure invite them and have them be a part of this channel and subscribe. And I would love to have them. Anybody that's friends of yours is friends of mine. So um, I love it. So absolutely, thank you, Damien. Yeah, yeah, and that's the way it's gonna stay. I mean, I watch some of these people on YouTube, these different YouTubers, and I'm like, oh, you just either cringe or you shake your head and you're like, all right, I've had enough of that. Click off, I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff, so it just it's not genuine, it's not authentic, it's not real. I mean, a lot of these people, you can see through it, to be honest. I mean, that's kind of my take on it. You can see through if somebody's not being real. Like the other day, what was it the other day? Like we were here, I could barely talk because of my throat's going out. And, yesterday we get a call or I get a call on my phone and the screen goes black, but you guys still sit here and support and stay on the live, which I really do genuinely appreciate that very much. So, Star, you were right on. Yep, absolutely. You know what? And that's the thing. I mean, like all kidding aside, like being able to like bring you guys information and, be able to share my experiences with you, not just like how to make money online, but, introducing you to some of these different business models. I mean, it's not me. It's like all of us doing it together, right? Because for the last 103 minutes is what, like an hour and what is that, 40 minutes, something like that. I mean, we've all been doing it together, right? So that's what it's all about, helping each other. It's not the me show, it's like all of us together. So um I hate kind of, to be honest, I don't like the whole like, hey, you're kind of on the spotlight. um it's all good. I love being here and being a part of, kind of facilitating this and kind of being the face, but like it's all of us together. I mean, that's definitely yep. Yep, I love this. I love that you guys are so, it's genuine and you're so gung ho about being part of this community because that's how you do it, right? You gotta find it somewhere wherever you can. Like-minded people, people that are good human beings, and just want to help each other. That's it. There's no ulterior motive. Any way we can help each other. That's it. Boom. We don't want anything in return. Because I mean, I'm a firm believer. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely a firm believer in karma. So whatever that means to each individual person, I believe that that's so absolutely. Thank you guys too. I totally agree, Dragon Rider. Absolutely. And the cool part about that is like I'm just doing like some research for like these topics and kind of learning myself. Some of these things I've never done myself, but by you guys bringing your experiences in your real world, tips and tricks and techniques and stuff and suggestions, that makes these lives so much more full and complete and valuable to anybody if they're live or if they're watching the replay. So, um, that's why like I will literally show up every single day and give it everything I got for you guys because I know you're going to do the same, back to me. So, hey, Elisa, what a that I love that first comment in this live stream. You are exactly right. Yep, and you got some people here that can attest to that. Absolutely. Thank you, Lisa, for being here. I really appreciate it. That's right. I'll charge for hugs. How about that? There's a who sang that? I don't know. There's a band that they have a song called I can't think of the song, but in the music video there was a guy that held up a sign that says free hugs on it, and it was in like a busy outdoor mall, and it was one of those things where it was like people were ignoring this guy for like out I don't know how long, but and then finally one person came up and gave this guy a hug. He wasn't like he was just like a normal person, and thank you, Lisa. I genuinely appreciate that. Me too, definitely. So if you're interested, Lisa, let me know. We do have a public Facebook group. I promise there's no strings attached. We're just trying to build up this community in different ways that we can. So yeah, if you're interested in joining, that's kind of the best way. Like I say, it's the best way for more like kind of like an intimate kind of connection. Um, so that way we can all kind of talk, and it's not like I promise, believe me, I promise. There's no spam, there's no garbage. Um, it's me, and I think we have like maybe 30 people in the group or something. So um, yeah, definitely. So really, the expectation of the group is the same as these live streams, right? To help one another. Anything that has to do with making money online, affiliate marketing, graphic design, blogging, side hustles, print on demand, anything and everything. Or even, hey, how was your day? Oh, I'm doing really good today. Okay. Sometimes I'll pop in there and I'll throw like, come up with something, some kind of positive message. So, yep. Yeah, Star, I totally agree. I mean, that's so annoying. Yep. Here's 39 cents. So, yeah. Hey, Lisa, we actually just did we did this super killer live stream. How many days ago? Let me see what it was. We did a live stream on ebooks. Do you guys remember? What day was that? Day 9. So we're on day 11. So Saturday, Friday, Thursday, I think. It was like 2 or 3 days ago. Lisa, so if you go to the channel and you click on the word live, it'll sort all the live videos that we've done, the live streams, and then you just click on day 9 for ebooks. I'm telling you, some of these images, Lisa, that we used in these ebook that we created like a mock ebook. Um, Man, I know my mouth is watering. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it was awesome, and definitely something that was worth watching. Watching the replay. So I hope you guys enjoy it if you watch it. So yeah, ebooks are super cool. Definitely super cool and a true form of passive income in the full sense of what it is. So awesome. Thank you. And there's also some long form videos, Lisa, as well, not just the live streams, but there's long form videos. So if you go to the main channel, there's like a little, what do you call it? Like a magnifying glass that you can click and type in like ebook or affiliate marketing or whatever, that kind of thing, make money online or something, whatever you want to type in to see like what video is related to that. So, oh, dude, that's right, Damien. I forgot. Yeah, you weren't there, man. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Yep, that's another one that is huge, Lisa, is AI. So we'll kind of dive into that a little later in this challenge. Yep, that is crazy, right? 70 stars, $75,000 from a funnel, from an ebook that you create one time, right? Is that nuts or what? That's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've talked about that, Lisa, on this on these live streams here the last couple 11 days or whatever. Like if you use AI right, you leverage it and you have like a positive intent and like a good intent because we all know it can be used for, negative too, but um yeah, seriously. Dang. 9.99, which, I mean honestly like hey, that's not even that bad, like 10 bucks for a book, right? Ebook. I'm so curious like what platform you use to sell it on. Or did you already mention that? A guy on TikTok has a great idea how to sell his ebook. He made 75K with his funnel. I'm just curious what platform he sold the ebook on. How to make money online using AI. 7 steps with digital products. Love it. Yeah, definitely when this is over, like this 30-day challenge is over, I definitely am gonna try to go hard on digital products and definitely pump out some videos for you guys. And the videos that we do, like not the lives, but the long form videos, they're all like kind of over the shoulder. So they're in terms of like watching step by step, kind of what I do and talking you through it. So that's kind of my preferred method how to learn. So I just figured that would be easier for everybody as far as to learn like the click by click by click kind of thing. Yeah, I'm curious. Is that Kusasi TikTok shop? I wonder. Or is that like, or if he has a landing page or if he has a funnel, then it sounds like he has some sort of like landing page or some sort of a website maybe. So that's my next thing too is getting a domain and trying to, I want to use system.io to, we did that when we were doing the online course. That's right. We used the system.io to put together like a little baby course or to start putting together a course. That one was crazy too. So that tool is definitely something I'm really going to explore because it's like it's got built-in funnels, system.io. So, oh, thank you, Lisa. I really appreciate that. So the system.io, the one that I was demoing when we were doing the online courses, it's got like landing pages, funnels. You can sell digital products on it. You can do email marketing, which is what I wanted to do initially. So it's one of those testimonies. If you follow this and buy my book by July 12th, you will have 100. That sounds about right. I mean, yeah, yep. So that's one of those things, you guys. Like, remember we were kind of talking about, like, good, bad, right, wrong, other. I mean, I I know. I at some point, I mean, you got to make money, but like, maybe the way that people do it is a little more clickbaity. I think. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. I totally agree. It's one of those things where it's like I don't know. It's like I think it's like when it comes down to is it like FOMO? Like the fear of missing out on something. Like, ooh, I can, anybody can use an extra 75K, right? And it takes you to his landing page. I know, Damon, you and me both. Jeez, seriously, like I understand that it's possible. I don't doubt that it's possible to make 75K like from an ebook, but like how are you drawing people in? As far as that goes, how are you teaching it? How are you actually going through that process? Hey, how Harsh. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. We're happy to have you here. Yeah, definitely. This channel is all about, how to help you make money online and doing it the right way, not scammy, not clickbaity, um, legitimate ways. Yep. Foam. That's a new one. Kusasi, you have to trademark that. Yeah, no problem. So just for the ones that are new here, real quick. So we're in the middle of almost in the middle of a 30-day challenge here. So it's how to make money online in 30 days. So every day we're going to talk about a different topic, a different business model about how to make money online. So today is day 11. We're talking about virtual assistant, but just keep in mind it's not we're not going like a deep dive, like an expert look, and I'm not giving you like all this information step by step. It's more of like a high level approach. So a high level, kind of like an introduction to see, what is being a virtual assistant about? Is this something you may want to consider kind of diving deeper into? So it was definitely never meant to be, an expert level. I'm going to tell you all the steps. Here's how to do it. It's more kind of like an information kind of thing. So just like sharing information. Yeah, Al Harsh, definitely like I understand. Believe me, I totally understand. ClickBank as an affiliate, Facebook, you've probably done like Facebook ads. Have you done like drop shipping too? Tried drop shipping, any other affiliate marketing? Have you tried Amazon affiliate marketing by chance? Like, and then have you tried with, yep, that's it. Damien's got it right there. I wasn't prepared, but now I'm rolling. Yep, that's well said. I mean, that's the thing. I think I think just generally speaking, a lot of the problem with like a lot of these gurus and stuff is like the way that people present it is that it's so easy, anybody can do it, which to a certain extent, anybody can do it, but it's about your work ethic. It's about how hard you're willing to work. You know, are you willing to sacrifice your time in certain circumstances, your money, that kind of thing. So it's all about you have to put together the right strategy at the right time kind of thing. So you can't just go in there thinking you're going to drop a couple grand, learn this course, and then all of a sudden you're going to be rich overnight, because I've never seen that. I'm sure you guys are the same. Never seen that. I don't think that's not real. That can't be real. I think the only way to get rich like that overnight is either the lottery or like inheritance. And that's my opinion, but yep, for sure. Damien, that cracked me up. That's like, yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Star. I hear you. Yep. Biggie Smalls. Exactly. It's crazy. Like, so, Grant, Shirley, you're right. So, a lot of these young, kind of like in their 20s, like low to mid 20s, are like living up the life in Dubai. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they make it seem like it's so easy. You can do it overnight and just do follow these three steps, and you can make, $125,000 every month. I mean, I don't disagree that that's possible, but how much money and time and effort are they putting in the back end that they don't talk about? Yep, Sweetums, exactly. Definitely the same page. They make it seem like it's instant money overnight and success, but they don't include the time, commitment, and work involved. Yep. Yeah, I don't. It's weird. Like it. I know, right? It's just, it stings. It stings, and it's frustrating, and you just get like so done, so over it. You're like, this sucks. Why can't I just, And one thing that I know, in my family that I always say, is like, why them and why not me? Why can't I be successful? Why is everybody else seemingly being successful except for me? There's no reason why we can't do it collectively. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Kusasi, you're right. Absolutely. Yep. What are they doing? Yeah, what do they know to sell? That kind of thing. Star, you're right too. Seriously. Yep. I don't doubt that for any second. You know. Hey, you're good, Eyal Harosh. No problem at all. Yep. No, you're right. You're right, Damien. Absolutely. And I think you can start seeing through that very quickly. The rented Ferraris, that kind of thing. Mansions that are like just borrowed, like, you just meet a wealthy businessman and you're like, can I shoot some video in front of your house and make it look like it's my house, even though they don't have to say it's my house or it's not my house, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think that's part of it too, is a lot of that is perception, and what the perception that these people want you to feel like is reality, that kind of thing. And I understand that that is luxurious and glamorous and you want to kind of draw people in, but like I don't feel like most of that is reality, you know? Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Grand Shirley, I totally believe it's staged. A lot of them. Holy crap. Star, is that real? A kid from Michigan, 23, has a Lambo? Jeez. Yeah, so Lisa, I honestly Facebook sorry, Facebook. Faceless YouTube channels. I think there's a lot of potential and I think that there's for one, if you do it the right way, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think you can do it a ton of different ways depending on what your niche is. I think a lot of people just solely rely on AI and creating AI video with, a voiceover or some sort of like, caption, auto caption. And then they think that's going to be sustainable, which I think that kind of success is like short term. But I think you can absolutely succeed being faceless channel. Absolutely, 100%. It's just how you do it and what's your approach, you know? Oh, geez. 20, 20 years old. Pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, right? I mean, the younger generation, I think, definitely commands more of the subscribers and that kind of thing, like more quickly. And then therefore, like, things start adding up and all that, you know? So Lisa, in terms of like faceless YouTube channel, I mean, what I was kind of getting at was like, if you had like a cooking channel or some sort of I know Sweetums I think mentioned the other day where somebody actually has a channel where they actually just read like audiobooks, that kind of thing. So there's different ways to kind of approach a faceless channel, like literally just not, a face like this, like I'm talking to you guys, but just if I flip the camera around and I was still talking, I mean that also is considered faceless. So to not have to like physically show your face, I think is also something to consider. So like, do you kind of have a niche in mind? That you were thinking, Lisa, or are you just trying to kind of get the ball, some ideas kind of rolling, you know? Yeah, that's crazy, Star. You guys have high insurance in Michigan. We do too in Colorado. Same thing. Yeah, so AL Harsh. So really we just, we teach a lot of different things here. So affiliate marketing, mostly through Amazon affiliate marketing, affiliate marketing with blogs, affiliate marketing with social media. We teach on here graphic design, mostly with Canva. Um, as far as that goes. So a lot of our graphic design stuff is all centered around Canva, and you can definitely do it with free accounts. Um, Flipping domains, domain side hustles. A lot of that is with GoDaddy and Afternic. So a lot of different kind of methods that we have that we talk about different topics as far as like making money online. None of it is like this smoke and mirrors like pipe dream kind of thing. It's all very realistic. Sometimes I showed that I made 60 cents from like an Amazon day, and that was the reality. So it's those kind of things where I feel like any victory is a good victory, even how small it is. So I would say, Lisa, I would say I do think they're a good idea. I think it just you have to kind of make sure that you're keeping up and you're it's fresh, in terms of what niche that you choose, what topic you choose. You can definitely succeed having an AI created videos. I think it's just a matter of how much time and effort and what tools you're using. So I definitely would not. So I'll say it's definitely a good idea if you have the time and the effort and you can constantly think of, kind of like new scripts if you want to put like the text, on the screen. But for me personally, it just I I'm not that creative to like kind of come up with like content ideas and video ideas. I'm sure you can use like ChatGPT or that kind of thing to kind of formulate ideas, but um, that it could be a good side hustle as far as like learning, like a learning process and kind of seeing if that might be something you're interested in. So maybe just kind of start on YouTube and kind of search around for, faceless YouTube channel ideas and kind of see kind of where it leads, like rabbit hole wise. So, and then maybe kind of see if, hey, maybe that's for me, if that might be for me. Yeah, that would be cool. Start, right? Maybe read crime novels. I love true crime. That would be cool. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Lisa, to be honest, and you guys chime in too. I mean, whatever you guys think, but I do think the niche, I want to say the niche is everything because it's about how you kind of present it and it's about how you kind of what your strategy is, but I think the niche does have a lot to do with it. So, um yeah, you could totally ask ChatGPT or Google and say what are the most popular AI niches, that kind of thing, and kind of see if you don't want to show your face, which is absolutely understandable. There's no problem in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, yep, yeah, Damien, you're spot on. You know how to some people how crazy that sounds, but um, you're right. You're absolutely right, and that as crazy as that sounds, what Damien just said, he is 100% right. I mean, there is a a tribe or people are interested in some very bizarre stuff. So your people will find you eventually. So wow, Sweetums, dang, Jason Stevenson has 3.3 million subscribers and reads affirmations. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that anything is possible, like literally just somebody, I don't know exactly what he does, but just reading affirmations out of a book or something, or maybe online, 3 million subscribers, that is insane. So that's crazy. That just shows you the power of like that anything is possible, you know? So holy crap. I believe it, Damien. Seriously. I mean, as nuts as that sounds to all of us, in general, like I believe that definitely. Yep. Yeah. So, um, harsh. I would say in order to implement the idea, you really need to figure out, do you want to start? And we have a video here on the channel, actually a live stream, but also I think there's a video about how to find your niche. So you really want to figure out, okay, are you going to start with like a blog or a website and then, or are you going to do like the social media route? And, you can choose one or the other. You could probably do both, but you want to just, it's probably best to try to choose one or the other when you're just getting started because there's a lot of info and it's going to be really overwhelming to try to do a blog, website, and social media if you don't have experience necessarily with both, at the same time. That might be the absolute best, one of the best comments we've ever gotten on one of these live streams, Star. Thank you. How do we, in 13 years of nursing? Yep, I got you. Yep, yeah, that's so freaking funny. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Harsh. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot. Thank you very much. And feel free to ask any questions if you'd like. You join the Facebook group, and we can chat. I mean, I don't say like, "Hey, join the Facebook group," because I'm gonna sell you this, that, and the other. I mean, you guys, Grant, surely you're a part of it. You guys, you guys are all, some of you are a part of it. I mean, it's all about building each other up. I'm not selling anything. I'm not gonna try to cram anything down your guys' throats because I hate that. So I wouldn't do that to you guys. Yep. It's funny because like within reason of what's like the fine line of being appropriate versus not appropriate, like obviously, you know, there is some crazy stuff that, is seen on YouTube that you can still get monetized for. I mean, these kids in their 20s like setting their furniture on fire and throwing it into a pool in the Hollywood Hills, right? I mean, yep. No, I don't blame you. We all definitely want success for sure. And it's not as easy as just say, okay, do this, do this, do this. I mean, really the videos are there for like a guide to kind of show you and give you experience, and to kind of open your mind to what's possible, but also give you some strategy too. So nothing that I have on this channel is going to just magically make you money. You have to really put in the work, and you have to actually figure out what strategy you want to implement. So it's really just about introducing, you know. Lisa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're going through that, and we will do everything we can to help you, and however we can guide you. As it, I'm also a parent, so I mean, I understand. So anything we can do to support you, we will do whatever we can. Obviously, we can't make miracles, we can't guarantee or promise anything, but we can guide, we can be a support system for you. So one thing I figured out, Star, is in order to, I think, be approved for TikTok Shop, and I looked into this because I wanted to try to start it, but I think you need at least 5,000 subscribers or followers or whatever they call them on TikTok in order to like kind of sell stuff. I could be wrong, but that's at least the initial when I was looking into it. Thank you so much, Al Harsh. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Oh, you don't, Star. Okay. Okay. You don't. Okay. Yeah, I was just looking at it like kind of like super, super quick. So I wasn't sure. I thought that's what I saw, but I wasn't sure. If you don't, that's great. That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, no, you know what? Have a great night, Al Harosh. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Hope to see you next time. Oh, Lisa, yeah, we're so thankful and very lucky to have you too. It's definitely mutual. So, yeah, I'm sure. I know, I'm a parent, but some of the other people may be parents too, and definitely understand. I mean, honestly, like I feel like it's there's not enough like, here we're trying to like spread the positive and the goodness and the kindness, and that's all that I wanted to do, right? I mean, I would never take advantage of anybody. I hate when people do that. So that's not the kind of community that I'm trying to build or that we are trying to build together, you know? All right, Damien, you got it, man. We got it. Is that crazy? 20 likes? Thank you guys so much for the 20 likes. That's the most we've ever had on a live stream. Thank you. I genuinely do appreciate it. All kidding aside, thank you. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lisa, very much. Nice. We're up to 21. Holy moly. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. Yeah, Lisa, Sweetums is definitely in this community, in this group, the premier source for print on demand. It definitely is, you know, has been doing this print on demand. So definitely the one to kind of reach out to. So that's right. That's it. Wow. Sweetums, what a beautiful offer. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you for offering to help Lisa out like that. That's crazy. 21. Yeah, that's right, because it shows 20 on mine, so I know it's like just one behind. We did it, guys. That's awesome. 21. 21 likes. That's incredible. Yeah, that's the cool thing is like celebrating these little victories and like to me, like, and I know you guys too. I mean, that's a big thing. Like 21 likes on a live stream. Excuse me, that might seem like, oh, that's nothing. I get that in the first 2 seconds. But like being able to support and have each other, that's big. It just goes to show that we're doing things. We're moving in the right direction. We're taking steps together, to help each other out. And I really appreciate that. It's hard to create the videos and know what to promote. And I'm not a big seller, I guess. I think someone will really like it and TikTok takes down oh, Star, why do you know why they take the video down? Lisa, you as well. Thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate you being a part of this community, and definitely hope to see you soon. Don't worry if you can't make another live stream or the time is off. There's always replays. So, yeah, definitely reach out, Lisa, in the Facebook group for sure. Oh, yeah, Star. I can imagine. I'm sure it's cutthroat over there too, right? It's got to just be like a brutal. Everybody is, trying to go after the same stuff, right? Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sure the regulations and kind of like, just the criteria and the stuff that they allow, the content they allow, I'm sure is definitely a lot more is it like adult, a lot more like adult? Is that kind of what you're getting at? Like a lot different than what would fly on YouTube? Ugh, right. Yep, I got you. Yep, it's one of those, right? Dang, you got a nice amount of followers, Star. 2,600 followers. That's awesome. So, are you like, are you actively like kind of creating videos for like TikTok Shop? Is that kind of what you're doing, Star? I'm just curious because I definitely, so I actually tried. I tried to sign up for. I have like 12 followers or something over there, but I tried to sign up and I was approved. I did the license and everything and provided all my documentation, but they actually like rejected my account. I got a violation and they took down my shop before I even did anything. Yeah, I honestly, I'm not really like, I don't really know that much or really honestly anything about TikTok. I try to learn, but I keep, coming back over to YouTube because I feel like it's just a better fit for me personally. Yeah, that's a good question, Dragon Rider. Yeah, I wonder. It's weird. It seems like that it's kind of like the Wild West over there almost, kind of the way you're describing it, Star. Oh, for me, sorry. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like I didn't even post anything. Damien, thank you so much. Thank you. Uh, It is incredibly late, and I genuinely I appreciate your support and your commitment to this group. Thank you so much. I really we couldn't have done it here without you. So thank you for your invaluable information, and definitely see you next time, Damien. Thank you again. Have a great night. Get some rest. Yeah, that's crazy. So, Star, what do you think as far as like, would you recommend trying to? Awesome. Have a good one, Damien. Um, Would you recommend kind of trying to dive into TikTok shop a little bit or kind of look more into it or what do you think? Like just kind of, okay, I understand. It seems like the algorithm is a lot more like finicky and not necessarily in your favor. It's just kind of maybe out there for like people that are already established, maybe like the bigger accounts? Does it seem to be like favoring them? Yeah, I understand. Absolutely. I definitely understand. Um, so one thing that I would say for sure, Star, so like to put it very, very simply, like do you only have social media or do you have by chance, do you have like a blog or a website as well? Because what I was thinking is, and obviously I'm gonna tell you, be honest, I mean it's not easy, but have you looked into Amazon affiliate marketing by chance? Because there's a 24-hour cookie that comes with affiliate marketing, Amazon. So really, if you're able to get accepted by the program, which it doesn't take that much to get accepted, what you can do is all you have to have is basically once somebody clicks a link, you clicks your affiliate link, whatever they have in their cart that they actually buy within 24 hours or for 24 hours, you'll get a cut of, like you'll get a commission. So yeah, this actually so the Amazon Associates, when I'm talking about, is slightly different than the storefront, but I know what you're talking about. So I think there's like the Amazon Influencer Program, but also Amazon Associates is just like strictly for like links, like copying your affiliate links. That might be something. You can even leverage it with TikTok. Um, yep, exactly, Kusasi. Yep, you can market it to your TikTok followers. I mean, do you have because I can't remember. In TikTok, is there clickable links? So like if you put a comment, um, could you put like a link to an Amazon product in the comments maybe? Oh no, so it's actually not so it's not the stuff that you buy. It's for if somebody clicks your link, somebody else, like, we'll just say a stranger or whatever, somebody who clicks your link, your affiliate link, then once they click it, anything that they have in their cart, and they purchase, you're gonna get a cut of everything that they have in their cart. Yeah, you build Linktree. Okay. So, okay, got it. So there's no like when you comment on somebody's TikTok video, um, when you comment on somebody's TikTok video, can you leave like a link in the comment itself? Like if you were gonna create like a video promoting something or whatever product, or talking about a product that you use like around your house or whatever. I'm not really sure. Could you put like a link to the product instead of putting it in like the link tree? I know what you're saying, but to get affiliate link, you have to be a Prime member. Oh no, actually, it's separate. It's separate than that. So yeah, you actually don't have to be an Amazon. You don't have to be a Amazon Prime member for this. This is something different. Amazon affiliate marketing. So it's actually called Amazon Associates. Hey, let me find the link for you. Yeah, and it's free to join. So all you need is like a follow here. Okay. Yep, Kusasi got it right. Yep, hit the nail right on the head. Yeah, all you need is a following on social media, and you already have that on TikTok. So that's the actual like direct link for Amazon. Um, let me see if I can find. I have a video on the channel about like, going through the step-by-step process to sign up. So if you want to just kind of see what it looks like, so I'm obviously using like not my exact real info, but I'm using real info to kind of take you through the steps. So you don't have to like do it yourself. You can watch this video, get a sense of what the heck you're doing, and then, excuse me, and then you can sign up for it. Yeah, it's totally free. So here, the only catch, and it's not even really a catch, Here's the biggest thing to remember. So you need to make 3 qualifying sales, which means basically you need to have 3 strangers um, click your link, one of your links, and buy at least 3 things within 90 days. So within 3 months, basically, and that's it. And then that's how they'll fully approve your account. So basically, yeah, I just wasn't sure how TikTok worked. If you were able to actually post like an affiliate link into a comment of like a TikTok video, you know, because I know what you mean about going to the bio and then having Linktree at the very top. But like when somebody comments on a video, do you know if those links? I mean, can you put like a clickable link in there? Do you know by chance? Yeah, people be shopping all the time, right? You know what's funny? I'm gonna give you. Okay, you can't post links. Okay. Um, you know what? Even if it's not clickable, to be honest, you can. So you can't post any link, even if it's not clickable. Does it still show up as a link, or can you just not post any links? They won't even let you post a link, whether it's like clickable or not, right? That might be challenging if they won't even let you post any links. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't at least look into it. But I have an idea because you do price comparisons to TikTok shop. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would at least look at it, at least look into it, kind of dig in, and kind of you know learn a little bit about it and see if you think that might help you. Um, a lot of videos that we have on the channel are about Amazon affiliate marketing. So, and you do the link to the TikTok shop if it's cheaper, link it. There you go. There's an idea. Right on. Yeah. Okay. I see where you're going with that. That's cool. So it seems like, yeah, you're definitely already thinking in that strategy. So that might be a route that you might want to kind of consider and, to go down. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you can put it in the description. Okay. That's cool. That's definitely an option then. It sounds like it might be an option. I think you should at least try it. You should at least go for it, give it a try, kind of do your, a little bit of due diligence, kind of look around and see what you think. See if you think you might be able to make that work. Yeah, absolutely. Kusasi, I totally agree. The more streams of income, the better. Awesome. Thank you, Star. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. That's the cool part about, sharing with everybody is that, certain people have had different experiences doing a little bit different things. And I think it's just so invaluable because I know there's things that, maybe people wouldn't think about, like who've never been on TikTok a day in their life kind of thing. And they learn and they're learning, and maybe this is something that they can implement themselves. That's cool. Yeah, definitely. I can see a lot of people being into that, like the survivor. All right, I can't talk. Survival gear niche. I'm just so interested in that, especially like, so I think Star, I think you said you're in Michigan. I'm in Colorado, so same thing. I mean that stuff is all over here in terms of that type of kind of people that have that kind of interest and hobby and that kind of they love that kind of stuff. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. That I'm sure that that does really really well in your area. I know it does well in my area too. People got to be surviving. It don't matter how they're surviving. They're surviving. They find different ways to survive, right? Oh, really? The militia capital of the world. That sounds scary. So have you heard of Star? Have you heard of the Doherty Hotel? I think it's in Clare. Have you heard of that? Or is it more like a knee-jerk reaction to climate? Yeah, that's true, Crusasa. Yeah, I wonder about that. If it's kind of like a just a quick reaction kind of thing. TikTok is where I watch the news and YouTube. So there's this. I'm just curious if you've heard of the Doherty Hotel. I, sorry, I'm like going down a rabbit hole. You said Michigan, and I was trying to think of the haunted places in Michigan. Sorry, I know that's not what this live stream is about. I was just trying to see if there's any places that I recognize in Michigan. Sorry, we don't have to go down that rabbit hole. Oh man, that's yeah, that is scary. Seriously, like nice. Yeah, I as much as I want to like go down this rabbit hole and like talk on, Sweetums knows like, yeah, could just talk for hours. Yes, I have. Yep. Talk about like some just spooky stuff. Like, you know what? It's all good. I think we've uh I think we've beat the virtual assistant, kind of I mean, unless you guys have any other questions, I mean, like, I'm totally game to kind of switch topics. I mean, I would love, literally, I would love Sweetums to hear about. Sorry, Sweetums. I read Sweetums. Star. I would love to hear about it. Wow, you grew up on Battlegrounds. That's crazy. So did they build like residential and commercial? I mean, did they build like structures and stuff like over a lot of the place where you grew up, like battlegrounds as far as like, was it that town or that community, or is it like kind of widespread, like in the area that you're from? Wow, homes in school. Okay. Houses in school. Okay. General Custer. Yep. That's crazy. That's insane. I love, you know what? We might have to do, Star, we might have to do just like Buggy. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Good to see you. Wait, Star, we might have to do a separate live stream. Ooh, nice. That is a great tip right there from Buggy. So anybody out there that likes Chipotle, it sounds like there's a buy one get one today. That's a great tip. So Star, what I was saying is I think I would absolutely we might have to do like a separate live stream, not really related to we might have to do a little baby mini paranormal live stream, Star, if you're down. Because I would love to hear some of your stories. We might have to do that sometime. You know what I love there is I love the chicken tacos. Sorry. Could someone virtual assistant me some Chipotle? Hey, you can hire me and I'll send it over to you. That's cool. 25% off Papa John's. Right on. That's cool. Thank you, Star. Yeah, I love the tacos. So soft tacos, chicken soft tacos. That's what I usually get at Chipotle. I think this is like I love this because this is how it happens when like Sweetums, how long we been on? Is like for an hour to I don't know. In 16 minutes, I think it'll be close to 3 hours. Oh, Buggy's leaving. Bye, Buggy. 2:44. Hey, YouTube history, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining. We're talking about, oh, we were talking about virtual assistants. Nice. Wow. Wow, that's pretty freaky. That's crazy. He was home alone and the shower was running. Dang, that is crazy. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like, I would probably run out of the house. I don't know. I love that. I love hearing the stories. So, real quick, I just wanted to give kind of like an overview on this challenge for you guys that are still here. So, obviously, I really appreciate everybody still sticking around, hanging out, and having a good time with us, over these almost 3 hours here. So, we're on day 11 of this 30-day challenge. So tomorrow is day 12. We're going to talk about social media management. So basically managing social media accounts, whether it be personal, for business, creating a strategy, some tools, different platforms that you can use, and just kind of like understanding different social media platforms in order to be able to, you know, make money basically. So that one's tomorrow. We would love to have you guys if anybody out there is interested. We'd love to have you come back. Otherwise, you can always catch the replays of these. They're always going to be online. So, oh geez, sorry, that's horrible. That's scary too. Dang, sleepwalk like crazy. I guess eternity. Whoa, that's pretty nuts. That is that is crazy. That definitely sounds like a movie. But I absolutely 100% a believer for sure. So yeah, I just want to take a sec to say thank you guys so much again. Yeah, right. That's crazy. Thank you guys so much for joining. It means a lot to me personally, just because I love being able to connect with people and be able to build this together. So, as you guys may or may not know, the channel is not monetized. Um, there at the top of this live chat, there is a pinned comment. Um, if you'd like to send a donation, we would greatly appreciate it. There is no obligation, but I just wanted to throw it out there. We have Buy Me a Coffee, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, all the usual suspects. So if you feel inclined to donate, we would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, it's all good. There's never any pressure, but I just want to make sure we throw it out there. We're working really hard to try to expand our reach. So if you know anybody, family, friends, anybody, like Damien, who invited somebody in, I would love that. We would love that to have somebody else be a part of the community. So um, definitely think about that as you guys are kind of going through your day, and definitely send them our way. So yeah, we really appreciate it. I'm just glad this live stream didn't end and go black like it did last time. That was just like, oh, it just shut off. So, but all right, you guys. Jeez, I think that might be my sign. that that might be my sign. I need more of the honey and the tea and all that. So, all right, I think I'm starting to babble. Yep, absolutely. Sweetums, thank you so much for mentioning that. Yeah, definitely. A like definitely helps the algorithm and kind of pushes out. As cheesy as that sounds, you hear people say that all the time. It really does help. So Thank you guys so much. Oh, Star, that's awesome. We're gonna have to talk about that. We will talk about that soon, Star, okay? So, all right, everybody, before I totally lose my voice, thank you again. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you all for your support, and we will definitely see you next time. So, everybody be safe and have a great night. I want to name off everybody, but I don't want to leave anybody behind. So, I'm just going to say thank you guys so much. Thank you, all of you who are here. I really appreciate your support. So, all right, guys, have a great night. I'm going to go rest my voice for a little bit. So, yep, I'm going to go hit that tea. So, all right, everybody, be safe, and we will definitely see you next time. Tomorrow, social media marketing, if you can make it. Otherwise, we'll see you soon. All right, guys, have a good night. See ya.